I don't know if you got those privileges. You know, you still a newbie in these TikTok streets. You ain't
Man, you know.
web yet. I'm playing.
I mean, it said I sent the invite.
Whew, I
Yeah,
am.
but not for live guests. Oh, you got to send them one.
Oh, I did. I did. Should have gotten it. At least by now.
All
You got
right.
it? Oh,
And
there you
then
go. There you go. There you go. This Joker was late and I was on time. Well,
You were
the
not. Don't
very
even
first
lie.
time, I know he was gonna be late because I'm sitting at the job running my mouth and I'm like, I don't need to rush. Classic always gonna be 15 to 30 minutes late anyways. I got time. Like,
You were right.
normally, yeah.
You were today too.
I was more on time than I was.
How is late on time? What time did you tell me?
he on that CPT, so it's
No,
on
no,
time for
I
him.
told you a different time because I wanted to be on time. You know, I had to get because Lamont always late everywhere he go.
You okay? Whatever.
That's what he known for.
Okay, okay, what time was it when I called you? Then?
You called me at 11:15 talking about what time do we start?
No,
That's my
I called. Hold on. I called you at 11:15, saying you're gonna be late, aren't you? Because we were supposed to start at 11:15.
No, I don't remember that conversation.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
I do not remember that conversation.
Don't worry, CC do.
She over there cooking and listening to her smut. She ain't worried about me. Opening the windows. All right, y'all.
How I'm late and I'm here and he's still late because he still ain't starting nothing. This is terrible. It's terrible. This CPT time so strong, so strong.
Yeah, well, both y'all apparently.
Yeah. I know he's got like 4 more get ups before we actually start.
Oh no, I already
Nah,
did.
he already used 2 of them before you got
Okay.
here.
Yeah, so in your face.
So he's got 2 more get ups before we start.
Jeez.
Now we about to start right now. Hopefully, whoever come in and join, you know, be all right with it. Whew, I am hot, Mister Lobalova. So does this turn it? Can I actually turn this on?
Mr. Oompa Loompa.
Was that a shot at me?
Possibly.
That's rough, son. I thought we was cool. Oh no, this is just charging. Okay, never mind. Wanted to see something. Anyway, everybody, Retired Nobodies podcast. How y'all doing? Of course, it's me, classic music. Rip being late, and he was later than me. I was late, but he was later than me.
First time ever.
And we got Lamonte up here who loves to instigate and all that stuff. Hello, Zoe and Zeke. All right, y'all. So we already know what the topic. Well, some of us know what it's about. Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes.
Oh Lord.
Now I'm gonna be clear. I don't like either one of these parties. I don't like neither.
Well, let's start it. Let's start this here. Did you actually watch the interview?
Not the whole interview.
Rip, what about you?
I was at work. Ain't been feeling too well lately, so I got to watch a couple of clips, did a nosedive into who Nick Fuentes was, other crazy things he said.
Okay, so I'm not
whether
the
it's
only
being
person
on-
who
yeah.
didn't know who he was.
I'd heard of him in passing, but I'd never really fixated on him. I mean, he's from the far right, so I wouldn't pay attention to
Oh,
him
he's
anyways.
extremely far right.
Yeah, so I wouldn't pay attention to him anyways. But I'm like the name threw me off from listening to the interview with the clip from him and Candace Owens. I'm like, your name is Nick Fuentes. Fuentes.
That was
And the
what
things
was
you're
throwing me off,
saying don't sound like something a Fuentes would say. And then once I finally like paid attention to what he looked like, I'm like, okay, so He's passing, but he's a Fuentes. Makes sense. I get it wholeheartedly. I understand it. But yeah, I watched the Candace Owens clip, the Just Pearly things, what he was saying to that Italian woman, some of his own stuff that he was talking about. I went down a nosedive. It was exhausting. I've already not been feeling too good this week, and then watching that and listening to it, it just drained more energy. And I'm just like, bruh, what is this? This fear of erasure is. That's why I said last time. It's that fear thing. That's that's the whole thing behind it. That has nothing to do with inferiority.
Before we get into
inferiority
that,
or superior, like man.
Before we get into that, let's go ahead and start with the original topic because we'll be here for 14 hours talking about this.
We would. All right.
Oh yeah, so so Candace Owens, and most people know her as on the right herself. She's been on the right like a mug too.
She's been pandering to come back.
Yeah, even like everyone else falling for that mess. So I'm like, nah. I remember what you said about George Floyd. I remember what you said about us black folks. Nah, you cool where you at. I'm not on this whole. Oh well, she's smart, and I agree. Look, I don't care. Look, she said some things. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But look, even a broken clock is right. Twice a day. It don't mean nothing to me. I'm still not rocking with you. You can stay over there. But Candace has been in hot water with the right since she came and spoke out, against Israel. She losing a job, she losing her friends. She's got to sit at the lunch table with the janitor. No one's really claiming her like that no more. So she has a podcast, and she's interviewing this guy Nick Fuentes, who said a bunch of egregious stuff. I mean, even to the point where he says he feels like. I think he said something about he felt like black folks are inherently dumb. Like just
that is not what he said. That's why
we have a low IQ.
No,
low IQ. Is that cover it?
I watched the entire interview.
All right, so
people are mixing up what he said. Basically, he's saying the low IQ of black people in America died off with that lower 10% right after abolishment of slavery.
No. Okay, so that part, yeah, I remember him saying that after slavery and everything, the reason they had an issue with abolishing slavery is the fact that a lot of the free black people wouldn't know what to do and everything, but over generations, that bottom 10% ended up dying out. I remember him saying that, but it was still the fact
that white people are the smartest, have the highest IQ, and that's when I was like, okay,
he did say that, regardless of environment, regardless of situations, and even when he made that whole entire freeing the slaves thing, the bottom 10% being washed out over generations, he said in America, and that stood out to me because he's talking, and he had mentioned other places didn't have that ability to, I guess, wash out that other 10%. And it doesn't make it better at all. It is one of those things where it's like all you're doing is saying naturally, inherently, we have low IQ, which is the same BS that throughout history has been constantly spun, whether it's in the medical books that black people have smaller brains, or when it comes to a lot of the things that happen to black women or black people in general. Oh, we don't feel pain. So they would do a lot of things without putting us under stuff, the Tuskegee Airmen stuff, and it's I've always found it interesting when people talk about us having a low IQ, when even if you take the Reconstruction era, so after slavery, we have a low IQ. We did not set up all of this stuff that's going up. We did not set up the society. We did not set up the government or anything. And we were still able in Reconstruction to build our own towns, own banks, and all of that stuff. And because y'all ain't like it, y'all came and blew that shit the fuck up. And that's another issue I got.
And she hit on that, especially in the Africa part. She hit on that, especially on the Africa part. She said
they call Africa a country multiple times. It's not a country. It's a continent.
It's a continent.
Like, bruh, like this.
I didn't think anybody caught that but me.
I caught it and I was like, maybe I heard it wrong. And then they said it again. I was like, Africa is a continent. And then I hate the fact that people separate Lower Africa and Egypt. They're like, oh well, they weren't African. Egypt is in Africa. What the fuck are you talking about? That's like saying that's like saying, oh no, he's not American. He's from Montana. Like what? Like,
But you know,
it's
I understood
like,
why.
people feel like that though. Like, especially like, man, like you can't tell me someone from Texas ain't gonna look at someone from California and be like, yeah, he American, but he's from like California though. You know what I'm saying?
But do you understand why they did that?
because everybody sensationalizes Egypt and downplays everywhere else in Africa. It's literally just it's a narrative spin. It's
It
Egypt
is a narrative
was all of
spin.
this and all of this, but southern parts of Africa, like even when he had said Africa and stuff like that didn't have written languages. What are you talking about? It is a noted thing that a lot of European places learned irrigation, learned written language to bathe themselves from African culture. Make it make sense.
Yeah, he lost me, especially when he was talking about that they didn't have any contributions to society. They didn't even have the will. I'm like, you're fucking retarded.
For anybody who may be in here or who may hear this, I need y'all to hear this loud and clear because stuff like this irk me. The ignorance is chosen ignorance. Almost everything has some type of root in somewhere else outside of America. I'm not gonna just say it's only Africa. I'm not gonna do that, but I will say, and just because I've seen people talking online, country music was started by us. That's it. All right, continue whatever else you want to say. I'm just saying. Where's the banjo from? Africa. The base of that the banjo was built off of is from Africa. Anyways, continue what you're saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. Jesus Christ.
Bruh, he aggravated the crap out of me.
I just don't understand how somebody with the last name Fuentes could have the same views and ideologies of quote unquote white erasure. Like, I don't maybe it's I don't understand that fear of feeling like your race is being erased. I don't have that fear. I don't feel that fear. I wouldn't understand what it's like. I'm not making excuses for them because I still think it's stupid. How is something of yours being erased that has been the predominant thing across the world? Y'all got Asian folk modeling things after y'all. Think about this. Like, that says a lot.
Here's my thing. He claimed
Wait. Because you got to remember, if his last name being Fuentes, right? So is he of any Hispanic descent?
I think he
Don't
is.
know.
I think he is.
Well, see, and here's the reason why I asked.
Google. You know what? Google it right now. Google it. Because we need confirmation.
because he was
on
talking
this.
about his people growing up in Chicago and everything. He had 4 generations in Chicago, so that's
Yeah.
But here's my thing. He claims that white people are the smartest, has the highest IQ, so on and so forth. And
He gave it to
White-
me. I'm about to Google this. Hold on. I'm about to check my right now.
there goes one.
But see, yeah, there's one. The smartest. I mean, this is
my tail. I heard that.
But
this is
hold on, let me
literally
finish
this
my
is
thought.
literally okay. All right.
He claimed that white people have the highest IQ, so on and so forth. I'm like, and they brought so much to the world and so on and so forth. I was like, does he not realize that the whole point of gunpowder and stuff came from not white people? And white people just took that and capitalized on everything else? And Candace did say something. I'm not gonna lie. I am not a Candace fan. There was some great points in there that she pointed out. She did contradict him some, and she did agree that some of the stuff he said, and then she was like, she flat out told him, I don't agree with what you're saying. But where was I going with this one? Because that whole interview aggravated me. So I had a whole lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but I had to stop 3 times to keep from throwing my phone across the room and not listening to it anymore.
It's completely understandable. It is frustrating because I mean, granted, I think a lot of us put too much stock into Candace because we already know what side she sits on and where her mindset is in the first place. So she's not the person to sit down and have that conversation with somebody like him, and not have like and not push back the way that's needed, because there's hardcore pushback that should have gone along with that.
Especially,
Completely,
yeah.
and I don't understand why it didn't. But I'm like, like I said, I can't. It's hard for me to comprehend this fear of this erasure.
I
To me,
knew that this interview was going to aggravate me when he saw a clip of himself and he's just all laughy and giddy and stuff. I'm like, oh, he's a narcissist.
yeah. And then like even after he handled the entire situation with because I'd also went to the Candace Owens Carlson interview, and I watched that and everything, and
I was
about
going to watch that
how
next. I
he,
just didn't get a
yeah,
chance to.
about how he was. He was really nice. He was really polite. She had ignored a lot of the things that people would warned her about when it came to Nick Fuentes, and everything was supposedly good until 11 days later. That's when he went on his little tirade. I listened to everything he was saying, talking about, there's a real man in here. I'm a man. You're a
Yeah.
woman. Shut the
That's
fuck
the part
up.
I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Dre
And
to
then
introduce that
even
one.
yeah, and then even like the bitch thing, like it felt so forced. Like he was trying to put on
Show.
this type of bravado that I'm a man and you're a woman and you make me a sandwich type stuff. And I'm like, this is the guy who has been in entertainment doing things along these lines since he was like 17, 18 years old. This is
Yeah.
a guy also in other stuff. I mean, hell, even in the same thing, he was like, yeah, Candace, you don't know what I've been through. You got this and you got that and you got all of these things, and then you married into a white family and all of this, and you had the privilege, and I don't have the privilege of being black to get this and get this. And now I've heard him from my research. I've heard him say this about Candace. I've heard him say this about, I think his name Jeff Whitlock. I've
Jason.
heard it. Yeah, Jason Whitlock, my bad.
Wow,
And
so
and I told you I went on a deep dive. That's why I was so aggravated. So when you go down all of the things that he's saying, it sounds like it's just he feels that they're giving these things. Matter of fact, he said Jason Whitlock is just that token black guy that they needed. That's why he's in the position that he's in. And if he had the privilege to be black, he would be given those same things, but he doesn't have this and he doesn't have that. And I'm like, once again, this is something that comes off as not being superior. It comes out as like the pick me of, I'm scared that you get this and I don't. Now,
I will say,
I always,
I,
huh?
no, I say I will say that I agree with you because when I heard it, it sounded very whiny. As like, why is this black woman getting all these things in my field? Almost like he feels like I should be getting these. Why is
Yep.
she getting them? And that's what I took from it. Like I'm more mad at because when he was complaining about it, it was like, oh, she got book deals and she got show deals and she's making all this money. You're complaining about stuff, and it feels like, oh, that should be me because I'm white speaking for white people. Well, I'm about to look it up. I'm white speaking for white people. You're black and you're getting all the things I feel like I should get, which
Yeah.
it has always been a thing of Jason Voorhees is hilarious, but which always been a thing of why are you succeeding in this field and I feel like I should be in your spot, and that's a historical thing that we've always had to deal with, and I think that's where that anger comes from. You know what I'm saying? And especially if
Yeah.
he really feels like he is a white person. Now, if he's Hispanic, it's just one of those things of I heard like colorism and racism is really bad in like the Hispanic household. Like from
Yeah.
Hispanics, they say this, but for him, I really do think it just comes down to I'm white. Where we're talking about white rights and all this other stuff, I should be the guy. They should not be, and they're only getting this love because of the color of their skin, and it has nothing to do with anything else.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
What if, by chance, and this is just me being me, what if by chance this is all planned?
Explain.
Planned to because he's basically barred from major platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's got a lot of bands. A lot of bands.
Yeah, he's banned from major platforms and whatever. So what if all of this was a plan, maybe not for both of them to go in
Yeah.
on this, but maybe he was like, "Oh, I'm going to use her to get my notoriety up, so that way I can get this wherever he's broadcasting his stuff from."
You mean a dog whistle?
Bad publicity is good publicity, so I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it could easily be a dog whistle because of the talking points that he had in the first place. Because, I mean, a lot of things like this go under the radar. It's really, really kind of subtle and low and stuff like that. So to be able to be put on there, it could be a dog whistle to other people so that he could get other people to come through. He could get other ears on him and everything. He could get other opportunities. He could get put in certain spots and places and everything. I mean,
because for him to go on her show and the way he acted, it was a complete 360 from what, because he called her a smart individual. He said she's very talented, so on and so forth. And then for him to be this bravado, straight, I'm the man of the house bullshit that he pulled, I'm like, why? What is the purpose behind this?
But see, is it any different than anybody else who's really opportunistic and doesn't give a fuck about people? I mean, if you look at a business may not fuck with you at all, but they'll put certain things out just so you can be in their views, so they can pick up some of your fans and some of your followers, and then the moment they get
that's what I'm saying. What if
the
that's
numbers
what
they
all
get,
of
they
this
bounce.
is for?
I'm
For
like,
him to build his platform.
It's a possibility. It's a
because
huge
you know,
possibility.
regardless how crazy you come off or crazy things you say, you get enough following, networks gotta let you in. Kanye, for example.
Yeah. It's a money move. It's a money thing, which is completely understandable. And it's like, and
So that was
I
my
guess
thought process. This could be all him doing this just so he can try to bust open that door that he's been locked out of.
Yeah, but I think it's like because even we're looking at what he says is crazy, but the sad truth is a lot of people, like they look at it as fact. They look at it as this is real. Like when he is saying this stuff, even if it comes off crazy, it's like he said stuff that a lot of Caucasians believe. You know, they believe we're the superior race. They believe
you got to correct yourself. It's not just Caucasians. It's not just Caucasians.
I'm just saying that because of who he is. That's why. I'm just
okay.
I'm speaking to his brand of what more than likely is his fan base. I'm pretty sure his fan base is the American gun-toting Christian who believes that. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, don't tread on us type people.
Yes, those people. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying.
Man said,
Trust me, I know it's worldwide. Hilarious, but I'm just speaking on that. So I think, like I said, they're hearing this stuff, and like I said, they believe it. They're all for it. We feel this way. Black people don't. Y'all are lazy. Y'all don't want to work. Y'all want to live off the government. Y'all want to do. Most of the time, they never even met a black person in their life. Most of the time, they can be in their communities and they only thing they see is boys of the hood and think like, oh, this is black folks. Like that's who we speaking to. So even if he don't get pushed through that door, guess what? His fans are still going to support him. His fans are still going to send him money. His fans are still going to make sure you get a certain life, and they're going to build his platform. And he might get to that point, like some people, they don't even need the labels no more or the mainstream spot no more. Because they just going to be popular and build up, you know?
Yeah.
What's your brother's name again? I forgot. I know it.
Dizelle?
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to say Dizelle. Like, ooh, frilly name, but nah, Dizelle.
You're going to watch how you talk about my brother, all right? You're going to watch yourself.
It's funny that he calls you Dom and you just defended family. I just want to point that out. I just want to point that out.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, come on now. You can't tell me if you ain't met a person named Giselle, you wouldn't look at him kind of funny and be like, Giselle.
No, Duzell with a D,
Yeah, I know.
like
That's
Denzel.
what I thought. That's what I'm saying. Duzelle is cool. With a D is cool. If that would have been a G, homie, man, boy, I will wait for that Drake post to come by. I'm like, man, his name is Giselle. Y'all keep scrolling. I'm like,
Now, now, did you also look into some of the other stuff, like with Fuentes and on Just Pearly podcast, what he had said to the Italian girl and all that?
No, see, I didn't get the subject list until probably 2 hours before.
Oh,
We were
no,
supposed to do that.
I spiral when I get stuff. I spiral into it.
I had just
But,
got off work, and you know how that goes.
I just got off work. Yes, I know how that goes. But you know what I'm saying?
Why you saying with an
But
attitude?
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I hear some excuses coming from, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Okay,
hearing
how
right
long
now.
have you had the subject list? We are not the same. Be quiet.
No.
Actually-
How long did I actually look at it? There's a difference.
That's
actually,
two different things.
around the same time because I was like, man, there's a lot of stuff we could talk about. All right, this would be the subject. Like this week, I'm gonna try to send stuff throughout the week and be like, okay, what we want to hit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, so Nick Fuentes was on Just Pearly thing. She's the chick who dated the dude Angry Reactions, who was real big on TikTok and all that stuff. She was in love with him, then stuff went crazy, and then she started becoming red pill, and now I don't know what the hell she is realistically. But he was on there, and one of her co-hosts, this Italian girl, Magnifique. All right. So they get on a little conversation, and he says something to her, and she's like, "Yeah, my Italians wouldn't accept you." And he's like, "Oh, well, they wouldn't accept you either because you have an affinity for black guys." And she was like, "Yeah, well, I love my black guys." And he was like, "Oh, well, I guess tell that to an Italian man and see how he feels." And it was just like weird stuff like that. And then Just Pearly thing, just kind of laughing it off and all of that. And it's like there is a heavy race-based connotation to everything he says.
Yeah.
Heavily race-based. And it's weird to me. Maybe it's just I don't understand the mentality of it. Maybe it's just not my place to understand the mentality of just believing somebody's inferior because of their skin tone. Because I'm like, hey, if we really want to have this talk and this conversation, anybody who has a particular problem, let's go outside when it's 95 degrees outside, stand for 3 hours and see who come back in without getting skin cancer. Then we can talk about who's superior. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do this. All right, come on. Like, fuck out of here. Nah. We're not having this. We're not having this conversation with some of y'all who hate us and your skin built like leather. Fuck out of here. We're not doing this.
Look, I've learned, like I said, I've learned a lot of there's no talking to a lot of them. Like, and I've said this before. Like, the reason why I'm not willing to have open-minded discussions is because I've had open-minded discussions and I realize people aren't open-minded. People are very closed-minded. People believe what they believe, and you can come to them with facts, and it won't matter a bit. They will stick to what they know, and they will fully believe it. They don't care about anything else. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. And like, oh well, we gotta have these conversations. I have conversations with people who are willing to actually be open and have one.
It's not a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And that's who I'm having to have a conversation with. Everybody else, no, I'm not. Why? Because you didn't already show me your hand and how you feel. So ain't no point in doing it no more. Like, why?
That part. So, any closing views or feelings on this? Because I'm looking at the times like we still got to hit the other weird ass fucking talking point.
Yeah. All right. So this is my ending point. One, like I said, I'm not going to defend Candace because I feel like she is a grifter, and not only that, someone who says to lift up black folks, but then only talk about us in a negative light. I don't understand that. I mean, we've done so many other positive things. The fact that you can't mention that is, I can't rock with you. And Nick Fuentes, F you disrespectfully.
Same feelings. We still don't know if he's Hispanic or not because Classic didn't do his due diligence.
He said he's Irish, Italian, and Mexican descent.
Oh, okay. So yeah, makes sense. Um, yeah, it's just more the same old same. It's that far right talking points, same BS rhetoric, um, stirring up fear, unease. That's the narrative of America, hell, of the world nowadays. So that's all I got to say about it.
What about you, Lamont?
His last rant was filled with a lot of LDE, and it was just retarded. As far as Candace goes, I ain't with her. This was the one interview that I watched recently that I was like, okay, she's not completely retarded.
Yo,
So-
stop using that R word, fam. We on not trying to get us.
Yeah,
to,
we can't do that.
My fault. I'm not used to this, so
You have to say, trust me, it hurts me to not say things, but it's mentally incapable. Let's see.
she's not
few-
totally
too many,
incompetent.
too many or too few brain cells.
But
But
she definitely
you know what?
fell off the tree. It's just far away
Fell off
from
the
the tree.
tree.
She's not as far as I thought she was.
Yellow bus rider, bus window licker, helmet,
but
Scooby Doo lunchbox carrier. Like it's a lot of options. A lot of options.
yeah,
Why you gotta disrespect the Scooby Doo lunchbox though? It ain't did nothing to you.
I ain't never seen a regular folk carry it past a certain age, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh god. Okay. All right. So now we can either go BET saying that there won't be any more hip hop awards or Soul Train awards.
That one is faster. It's the quickest one to get out the way.
yep.
All right. So how y'all feel about that? Because I know me personally, the hip hop
Introduce
awards
it.
been hitting on nothing for the last couple years, and I mean, I'm just like I haven't even watched it, so I'm like I felt like it was only a matter of time. I was hoping they would get back on track with it because it used to actually mean something, but now I'm just like, okay.
BET hasn't meant anything in like over a decade, to be completely honest. It ain't been worth nothing. Who cares? We don't own it. Things have changed. Like, so it's like all it is just a end of an era. That's all that is a milestone for an end of an era for some things that fell out of relevancy a long time ago. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. It ain't even important to me.
So what about you, Lamont?
I understand why it is due to the simple fact because they don't even promote it like they used to promote it. I never knew when it was coming on, but when we were growing up, we knew exactly when it was coming on. With the lack of internet, that I mean, it was bound to happen. It's not as monumental to us as it used to be. So, about time. No loss here.
See? Quick, fast. Told you.
In and out. Okay. All right. So, did y'all see the clips from the Cam Newton and Ray J podcast?
I did. I did. I did.
I started watching the whole interview and I got halfway through.
Well, what you're halfway through, how was you feeling about it?
I don't know if he's fighting inner demons. He's definitely fighting inner demons. And I say that because the whole Whitney situation, I can tell that really hurt him.
Yeah.
And the tape, I'll say what he said. The tape that came out. It was, I would agree, it was the worst thing that happened to him.
That made his career.
I would say no, due to the simple fact because he was already a rising star, and then he still had Brandy, who was still in the limelight.
Brandy's brother. What are you talking about? Wait a
I
minute.
know,
Wait a minute.
and he was on TV.
No.
And-
Once again, I know about all of that, but that was all when he was younger and he was coming up younger. So it was a young child star. And then that tape came out around the time he was losing relevancy, where he was not the big man on top. And then that tape comes out. Now his name is back in the fold of stuff. People are trying to offer them deals for more videos, for this, for that. This is when things start changing and it pivots him to a different direction.
I still believe it benefited her more than it benefited him.
Oh,
no, it did. No, 100%. But that's a woman. Women are always going to benefit far more from that than any dude. Like, be for real.
Yeah, hold on, wait. I gotta check your brother. We're not disrespecting One Wish. One Wish is the best song with the worst vocal performance.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
It is one of the best songs with the worst.
I'm glad you said that.
The only other one that comes close is that Iman F.U. I Don't Want You Back. But when it comes to bad singing and on a track, and like that is one of the best songs I have ever heard in my life. And
he sounded just like him. What are you talking about, Lamont? Just like him. It was dead on.
We're not gonna disrespect One Wish.
One wish, like that's more so.
That I also think he has some mental issues that he's got to work out.
Yeah,
and he was not prepared for that interview because I believe there was so much stuff he wants to say, but he couldn't figure out where the line was where he could say, and then it's all jumbled up in his head. And his main focus is to get the truth out before his kids come of age.
He couldn't say anything because he had some warm stuff on his chin, so he couldn't say anything. He has some warm stuff on his chin, and his favorite fragrance is Clean Booty Hole. Like it's just like that's why he couldn't say what he wanted to say. I
think it's legal reasons, and I really think that big corporation is trying to keep him on something.
Yeah, keep him in the Clean Booty Hole smells. Like I believe it 100%.
Because from what I heard, the family, like, I don't even know if he rocked with his family like that.
I think he rocked with everybody except for his sister. Because at the beginning
Randy didn't slide him the script.
That's hilarious.
Because at the beginning of the interview, Cam introduced him as a son, a father, a brother, and then he kept saying, "No, I'm not a brother." And I was trying to get to the bottom of that, but his brain is jumping around everywhere that it's so hard to. Cam couldn't get an answer. I couldn't figure out an answer with the constant clues that I had. So he's got to work through some things and then go back and do another interview, because I think, or be better prepared on what he wanted to say, what he wanted to touch on.
See, but the problem on him going to do another interview after this interview is he's going to pretty much be spending most of the interview backtracking to this interview, clearing things up. So I don't want to see that, to be completely honest, because that's what it's going to be. I mean, he's got to explain the erratic behavior and everything, the talking about Toto stuff, the trying to show Cam stuff on his phone and stuff like that, the whole Diddy party things, post bail, free him, Diddy, I'm a host of white parties, to Cam asking what his orientation was and him just jumping around everywhere. Now, I will say this. I think the reason that he is so kind of guarded on that, and I'm not sure if that's ingrained in American culture. I know it's ingrained in our culture. It comes off as a certain sign of weakness or these type of things and stuff like that. If that was a woman up there that said, "Yeah, I like these men and women," we like, hell yeah. If that's a dude, it's like. So I'm like, with that built into our culture, I understand why he's been dropping hints for years with the agency and all of that stuff. Like there's certain things that he says, the way that he moves,
that threw me off too.
He's letting it be known. Yeah, he's been saying that for years. He's been talking about them for years. That's like his beehive type thing, which is, once again, it's weird. It's really weird, but it's like, dude, if you are, you are. Just say it. If you like dudes and you like chicks, just say it. You're in a position in your life, financially and you know, notoriety wise, it's not gonna mess up nothing for you. It may shut a few doors, but with how society is now, it's gonna open more doors. So what are you being so weird about? Like, you're making it weird. Like, and then you're talking about, well, if somebody likes to put something in their ear, then I'm like, why are you talking about? You talking about holes in the ear? Happens to be the
See,
hole.
I
you
didn't
talking
get that
about?
far
Like,
into
bruh,
that, and I'm definitely circling back to that.
it's so weird.
Yeah,
It was so weird.
Yeah, because he was questioning about it because he was just talking. He just got done saying how he wanted to take a shower with some dudes, and I don't care. I don't care how close we are. If Jamal told me right now, like, yeah, I would love to take a shower with you, from then on, I'm about to look at him crazy.
Don't ever put my name in this fictitious. That would never happen. Like, that's no. I am not about that life.
No,
Sounds about right. Okay, continue what you're saying.
but not for real. Like, you're not gonna tell me if your homo was like, man, yeah, I love to take a shower with you. You're not gonna look at him like, okay, now are you trying to tell me something, or are you just joking? Because I know me, I'm gonna take it as a joke at first, but then depending on what look you give me afterward, I'm gonna be like,
There's a follow-up question that you have to answer right, or else this relationship between us has just changed.
You got your own cup.
difference.
You
Like,
ain't
we'll
using
probably-
no other cup.
We'll probably still be cool, but we're just gonna be on a different level of cool
Yeah.
than we was before. But when he asked him about it, he's like, "Well, yeah. So if someone puts something in your ear hole, they gay. If it's your penis, yes. If you let another penis in your ear,
I tried to hold that one in.
yes. You let a man put a penis in your ear, yes. I'm telling you right now, yes. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want, Ray J. I don't know what you want.
That when he said that, the first thing I thought was that bathroom scene in Scary Movie. That was the first thing that popped in my mind.
Wow. Yo, man. Like, yeah, he was the clips and everything that I've seen from it. Because I know I started watching it, but I didn't finish either. Just family life. But it's like, yo, it's like, what's going on with you mentally to where you're acting like that? Because I always feel like when they act kind of erratic, there is something up here that is almost like plaguing them at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like I said, I think he has some issues he need to work out. He did admit that he's got ADHD and then some other letters that they told him he couldn't just think. So I think everything's just jumbled up there. And
I got ADHD and ain't nobody put no tallywhackers nowhere near me.
I'm just talking
That's
about the jumping from conversation to conversation.
Oh,
That's
the convo. Okay.
I'm about to say my ADHD just, it just caused me not to get stuff done in a quick fashion.
My ADHD
All the time,
the
every
voices in
week,
my head
specifically
will
on
literally
Wednesdays.
stop me from talking. Will stop me from talking because I can't get a coherent sentence out.
Yeah.
My brother said other letters.
I know. I saw that. I was trying to ignore it. He is coming with the singers today.
RAYJ. Gotta be up in there too.
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, it's kind of hard to really have a in-depth conversation. You can obviously tell something's going on with him. He was off, whether it's a medical condition or he took some stuff prior. There's a lot to unpack there, and you can't really unpack it in there aside from you see how uncomfortable Cam was. He was visibly uncomfortable as hell during that interview.
He was like, I ain't touching your phone.
Yeah, I ain't touching that.
Like, I'm not inviting you back. The look on Cam's face was like, bro,
at all.
Coming back, fam. This is a one and done, and we not. This is it for you.
Yeah. So that's kind of making me wonder. Once we get off this live, I know I want to look up what falling out happened between him and Brandy, and I would not be shocked if it had something to do with Diddy. I would not be shocked if it had something to do with him.
Well, here's the thing. He said his name came up in the Diddy trial as being the drug dealer for Diddy, and he's like, "How the hell I get named for that?" What he was generally, from the look that I saw, he was perplexed at how the heck he got thrown into that.
But do you see how contradictory that is to say, how the hell did I get named for that? For being a drug dealer, but you own this Cam Newton thing, looking like you dig drugs.
Not only that, you have always kind of made connections to being involved with street dudes and hood dudes.
Well, before
especially
he
after this.
he admitted that he was in trouble a lot.
Yeah,
Before.
so and you said like who threw the best parties? Like, nah, Diddy threw the best parties. Them Diddy parties. Why? So, but now we know there's there's been two separate ways. Yo, that's hilarious. There's two Diddy parties that be going on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You got your Diddy parties that happen in the back room, and then you got your Diddy parties that happen in the main room. You got your part where it's music, crystal, food, and whatever else. And then you got the back room where it's baby oil, prostitutes, and you know what I'm saying?
They got that little curtain like Blockbuster used to have.
Yeah, look, folks be trying to look under and seeing what's going on. Is that Rihanna's foot? No. So, yeah. So, I mean, we don't know, but yeah. So I mean, I don't know, boy. I do feel that interview and those clips did make me feel some way for Ray J, because Ray J's another one of those dudes that I feel like he's corny, but he makes it work for him. Like somehow he still makes money and still get to do this stuff, even though, like I said, just corny. Just I don't know. He has a corn essence, if you will.
Yeah, he corny. He's not like Nick Cannon level corny, but he is corny.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So it's like, so I don't know if this is just that, or even if it, like, because, you know, to be honest, it could be him playing up a character and trying to make an interview to make, you know, people talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so
Could be.
I don't necessarily know if
I don't think this was to make people talk due to some fact, because the way he talked about how he's trying to clear things up because his daughter's coming of age to where his daughter and his son are about to be at the age. He said he's got about a year and a half to clear all of this up before she starts actually understanding what people are saying about her dad.
Then he need to do that with her. Then, like, that ain't us.
Yeah, I was about to say that's an in the house thing.
Yeah,
He's
like,
gonna-
he need to do that with her because
I think you actually have to watch the interview instead of just the clips, because the way he's basically saying I can only tell her so much, and then where she's going to have to sift through the BS when other people start.
I see what you're saying.
okay, I can see that, because you know, and that brings up a point, because wifey used to say this all the time, like, you know, they out here acting wild online and having fun, but it's like, yo, you got to realize this stuff lasts for a long time. Like, this internet stuff lasts, and
And he even admitted that he didn't care back then, but now he's at that stage of life where, okay, I was wilding. I need to clear some things up. He said that's why he let the Whitney thing, even though it hurt him so bad, he just let it go because he was like, screw it. They're going to believe what they want to believe, and just left it alone. But it's coming up here. How long Whitney been gone? And it's still coming up in comments that, oh, he's a murderer. He's the one that killed Ray J. I mean, he's the one that killed Whitney, blase, blase. And he's like, dude, I love that lady.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I didn't even hear that until the podcast, though. Like, until he
Oh,
said,
no, I heard it.
even though that was a conversation. I had no clue.
Yeah. There's a lot of wild stuff that's happened with a lot of those celebrities, especially the younger celebrities, with a lot of other ones. That's kind of wild. I mean, but that's the entertainment industry. That's why I understand why people don't want to put their kids in it. At first, they think they really want to, and then they see the realities of the situation, the people they're going to be around. Hell, I mean, we got multiple instances, whether you count Ray J, whether you count Usher, whether you count the Nickelodeon kids, whether you count, like, I'm like, there's the Disney
Disney.
kids. You still like it's there's so much constantly. Hell, even I know this ain't on the list. Okay. Y'all dudes make us dudes look bad with the fuck shit that y'all do. Okay? The Catch Me Outside, how about that shit? Bad Baby, she turned 18. Y'all
Oh my
motherfuckers
God.
flocked to her OnlyFans, right? Lil Tay, y'all were taking pre-orders when she was 17 to go on her OnlyFans, and then in 3 hours she made $1 million when she hit 18 and
Bruh,
opened it
I
up.
didn't even know who Little Tay was until I saw that whole thing pop up. I believe you did a video on it, Classic.
I did.
And then I was like, well, who is Little Tay? And then I went down the rabbit hole and I was like, oh, y'all some sick people.
And people saying they've been waiting for her to come of age. Like, how, like, I don't understand. Like, but see, what's weird is it seems like over the last couple of years, this has been becoming very apparent. This is the culture. And it's terrifying when you see it. And the reason I'm saying that is like, okay, this happened with Lil Tay. Okay, cool. Backtrack. The Epstein stuff, which is wild. Ain't got time to get into all of that.
Yeah,
That's more
might be a
BS.
conversation.
Yeah, the next one supporting more of that lifestyle. The Bad Baby stuff, once again, more so supporting that lifestyle. Hell, even when we were young, think about how old Britney Spears was and how she was being dressed, the things that were being said,
Well,
the
not,
guys that were doing all kinds of weird
not
stuff,
even
the
Britney,
Christina
though. You gotta
Aguileras
go
and
back
all of
to
that stuff.
Maya, Aaliyah.
No. I'm still going. I'm still
Child.
going. I'm still naming people off. The Destiny's Child, like you said, the Aaliyah. Jesus Christ, the Aaliyah. Like it's just this is ingrained in a society. It's frowned upon in mainstream, but in that sub mainstream culture, it's seen as it's okay as long as you have enough money. It's okay if you have enough connections. It's so weird. I don't understand the sentiment of it. To me, I'm sorry, you're a weak fucking person to feel like you need to look at a child to get your rocks off. That just tells me you don't have the capabilities, the tools, the finesse, the charisma to get somebody who's around your own age. You're a little man baby bitch. Point blank period.
I mean, look, Jamal, ain't nobody, tall, dark, and chocolate like you to just be pulling girls left and right. Feel what I'm saying? But
that sounds like an excuse they would give.
for real, right? But look, and I'm gonna add on to that. Not only is it looking at a child bad, but even still waiting for them to turn 18, because like I said, to me that signifies you saw them as attractive already, and
Yep.
you wanted to wait to make your move. And
Yep.
that's why in my video I'm like, no, y'all are nasty because at the end of the day, if y'all were pre-ordering an OnlyFans, which means she took those pictures when she was still 17, which means the pictures you guys are currently buying and looking at and doing whatever to is still of a 17-year-old. That's still an underage that you're looking at and doing that with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that is disturbing to me. And when they posted the numbers, like, okay, yeah, you making your money, but now I'm looking at all the dudes who done to subscribe to you, like y'all don't, so no one else sees this as weird that grown men waited for someone to turn 18 to give them millions of dollars to see them naked, and y'all don't. It's cool. Nah, fam.
And see, and then there's another level of weird to it because most of them dudes, for one, I know are like 20 plus some odd years older than her, which of course makes it stranger. And then it at another level, I'm positive a lot of those dudes have daughters around her age, if
Bruh.
not young, which adds a whole nother level. It's like, so dude, have you been coveting your daughter this entire time because she's your daughter? Like, it's fucking people are disgusting. Like
Or friends. You don't even know he may have been.
or the friends.
Friends over. You thinking that he just taking y'all to the mall? Meanwhile, he's scoping out your homegirl. Nasty. Nasty.
Fucking world we live in.
That's why I sent mine overseas.
I mean, they'll just sell their organs and stuff like that. So they'll be good. They'll be all right. Put them in a sweatshop. You know what I'm saying? Get them working.
Not where I sent them.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he sent. Oh snap, man! They sent him way out the city, man. He sent them to the Robco of Japan.
Nah, it ain't even Robco.
Well, man, y'all, that was another episode, man. Thank y'all for joining us who did. I know that the beginning was the beginning was kind of crazy. That's okay. You know, we still got some love shown. Some people done stopped through, showed some love. You know, we got some likes, and you know, yeah. So we'll be back next week. I'm not gonna be on time. We realistically like 11:20, 11:30 around there, anywhere in that range. So yeah,
he's lying. You don't know what a watch is. He can't tell time.
You don't know what a hairline is. So
Neither do you. You bald just like me.
Thank you for joining. Got the bat signal up in that joint, but
you can't see it. It's all gone.
Nah, I seen it yesterday when you walked out the house. It's like you got the island right here, and then the rest. No,
I didn't even see you yesterday.
No, you didn't see me. I saw you. See.
You a creeper.
Yeah. So don't get on my bad side, son.
Trust me, I'm not worried about you. You scared to go in the dark by yourself.
Look here, Giselle. We might have milk blood. Oh, Jamal's brother. Look here. No, look here, Giselle.
Giselle, you called him a... You might as well just call him Jezebel and get it over with.
So you might be on the Milk Dud podcast too. You might be on the Milk Dud side of things too.
Nah. He ain't hit that age yet. Give him another 2 years.
Another 2 years?
Another 2 years.
Shut it up.
He'll be on the side with us.
Giselle the Milk Dud. Yo, that sound like a rap. That sound like one of them new rappers.
They do.
Nah. Giselle the Milk Dud.
He rapped with the funky Homo sapien and everything too. He said, I can see it.
If you must. Not Dale the funky Homo sapien. Yeah. Dave Blunts and them. But all right, y'all. From Rip Classic. Thank you guys. Oh no, I'm a Ninja Turtle from the suburb. I order my
anybody like
for it on the porch. But thank you guys. We'll see you again next week. Yeah, and holla at y'all from the Retired Nobodies. Yo, we gotta get some intro, outro music. I'm gonna work on that. We gotta get this popping.
It'll never happen.
All right.
9 episodes in.
9 eps. Almost in double digits.
Crazy.
What are you talking about? Y'all don't do music no more. I told you. It's retired. All right. It's in the name of the podcast. All right. Retired Nobodies.
Not even retired, just tired.
And you don't even want us to do music, D, because you would get destroyed on the track.
For real. Oh, you know, I got you. I like Dizelle, I got you. I was shopping for a new car. Which one's me? A cool convertible or an SUV? Too bad I didn't know my credit was whack. Now I'm driving off the lot in a U-Sub compact. FREE, that spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. I saw their ad on my TV. I thought about going.
Are you serious right now?
Yep. No. Now, instead of looking fly and rolling fat, my legs are sticking to the vinyl and my posture getting laughed at. FREE, that spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. Boom, drop the mic. That's the music you get.
Beat you up.
Get him, CC.
That's how I go. Those are bars for you. Oh, that wasn't good enough? This is a song that never... And I'm playing. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all next week.
Adios.
Take it easy.